All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to this week's episode of the local to global. So that's a great way to start the episode. Okay, great. Can we convince her not to retire? What were her matches? Like, is that gonna matter? She got a 29 here. That was in San Juan. She got a 49. Great way to start the episode. She's not willing to reconsider. So guess we're down one. And while we're here, before I go over what I'm wanting to go over, um, I need to see. Okay, so we're still his top priority. So in between episodes, I set something up where we have Japan and the America shows separated, like brand wise. So until we can get a deal in Japan, this is how we're gonna have to do it with the free shows as well. And maybe if this upcoming show, which is not gonna be broadcasted, if this upcoming show is decent enough, then I'm gonna have it broadcasted on PBS every month. We're just gonna see for this one though. It's not gonna make any money because they're free shows. But this is the roster that we're gonna be going with. I needed to include major stars and I needed to include stars. So the only major star that I have in the company that I did not include is Dynamite Kid because I want Dynamite Kid out of my company. He's not providing anything of worth, so he's not gonna stick around much longer. I might actually negotiate his contract while I'm talking, to where he only has one more appearance. So there's gonna be two names that you notice that are going to be out of that list. That's gonna be Jagusa Nagayo and Aja Kong, only because they cost so much fucking money that I would lose money on these shows or lose too much money on these shows. Um, yeah, I felt like that this would be the best way to go about that. Where are we going? Ooh, let's go back to 850, and then we're gonna do one appearance. Okay. Sure. So this next house show is going to be his last one, and he's going to lose exponentially. Well, not this specific show, but he'll probably lose to that Bruiser guy for the European Championship because it hasn't been defended in over 500 days. Um, shoot, did I make this month's event? I don't think I did. I did not. So we're just gonna add new event. I'm gonna call it self destruction. That works. Got that one on the 10th, so 14 days. We're gonna try to go for the 25th. What are we doing on the 25th? Dutch Mantel. Let's do 26. I don't think we're gonna miss Marty that much. Yeah, I think we'll be fine without Marty. I'm gonna move that house show back too. So 26. So yeah, there's self-destruction. We're gonna go here. We're gonna go to the 9th. Yeah, there's no one there, and I need a decent show. So that way, or I need two decent shows so that way we can grow and make money. But yeah, so we are going to continue from here. Um, yeah, I'm not gonna buy any more companies for now, but um, I hope y'all are still enjoying the series. I'm sorry for the short episode last time. I'm recording this on a Monday, and we're gonna try to go from today to Wednesday whenever I can recording, so that way I can get this out with everything. Um, but yeah, let's go to the Japan show. And so since this one will be free, how many people are we expecting? Only 102? Okay. Um, let's do 250. We'll do more because that one only costs 100 more and it has more prestige, so or more importance. So we're just gonna go there. Um, yeah, we'll put him on our short list too because I don't know if I'm gonna want to go with him yet, but we're just gonna have him backstage. China got trained. 12 of our people got trained. Damien got brought before. Okay, cool. Has some had a good impact on Damien. Um, let's do team bonding. Creating tensions. Okay, we're gonna stop that for a little bit. Um, cool. I didn't use any of my. Wait a minute. Did we get any? Did we do that? Oh, I don't think we got any because of the nature of the show. Okay, so I guess in the future we can set it to where none of our booking people will be there. Yeah. Hopefully this will grow us in Japan, but we shall see. I will be back when this is completely booked. Yeah. See y'all. Okay, we are back. Yeah, everything's on the show. I had to bump it up an extra hour and a half, or an extra half an hour. We're spending about 8,000 on workers, and I think that's including catering. So let's see how much money we lose compared to how much popularity we gain. So we're starting this off with a tag match, a all heel tag match. Mostly for Jinsei and Dick Tojo to get a match. Dick Tojo should have been on the main show if I'm being completely honest, but we continue on with an 8-woman tag match. Um, yeah, China not doing too great. Where that's why we're putting her in so many matches because I know she can do at least decent, but she's not doing great. Which is fine. So yeah, 46 rated match with Wendy Richter pinning Crush Matomori. Um, yeah, I got a 46. We have another 8-man, or we have an 8-man. Um, where Damien was head and shoulders above everybody else with a 54. Viano 6 is getting stale. Um, but yeah, I'm not gonna go too into these. Bruiser Mastino defended the European or Eurostar's European heavyweight title against Randy Hogan. Just get him a match in. Lioness also defended her championship against a local wrestler. We also had a local wrestler with the other match as well because I didn't think because I thought I had more women than I did. But it's fine. It's only like $40 extra. Um, yeah, the match got a 50, and she cuts a promo. She did well with the Japanese crowd, and with our main event, we got a 50. Um, with Team Face versus Ravens Flock. It did what it needed to. It lost heat, but it's fine. And we finish off the show with a 49, but there was no popularity changes. Why was there no popularity changes? Jesus freaking Christ. We only lost 200 or 2,000. What? That's confusing. Anyways, uh, I don't know. In between the house show and the actual pay per view. I'm gonna go look at how lesser events and tour events work because I don't know how those work. I thought it would be like it would still give me popularity, but why are we not getting any popularity there? Is it because we got last in the whatever you call it? Because I don't know why I don't know. That whole show was confusing to me. Like how it did. I don't know. Let me look with events and scheduling. Event types. No. Positioning. Show link. Event intent. An event can be said to have one of four levels of intent. Normal means there are no special advantages or disadvantages. Lesser shows will get a slightly reduced attendance level. With a less powerful regards to the company's popularity, a show needs to be much better or worse than normal to trigger gains or losses. I guess it's the same thing with tours, but so I guess we got to move this up one to lesser, and it is free, right? I did set it that way. Yeah, I set it to free, so I don't understand why no popularity is being gained there. I don't know. We're gonna keep at it with this next show. For this next Haymakers Japan show. Yeah. I really don't know. I don't know what's up with that. But we're gonna move on to House Show 24, and I will see y'all there. All right, and we are back. I mean, we could, but like any of these guys, we could just hire outright. Like, and they don't do anything for us popularity wise. Yeah, no, I'm not worried about it. Um, trying to think. I don't know. I don't think I need to think. What's wrong with Marty? Poor new gimmick. That's right. Yeah. So I'm probably not gonna show the Japan shows from now on, just because they take forever. Um, I'll just show you all the aftermaths of it, like whether we get popularity or not. So yeah, let's go to the. Let's see. What are our options? Do we have? I might just start selecting a generic venue as opposed to. Yeah, I'm gonna pick. What's the best option? Oh, never mind then. Okay, PBS. But I think we're getting to the point where we could probably make more money with more people, but I don't know. We shall see. So 234. Let's spin the creative energy. Let's look at what we got so far, because Wendy Richter had a nope. No, thank you. Okay, so that one's good till November. That one's good till August, and that one's good till July. So let's get another one. Cool. Let's do character idea. Let's do another one. Okay. One more. One creative finish. Ah. Okay. So 4 women got trained, 29 men got trained. Don Costa's drawing funny sketches of everybody. Damien Sace is mad. These two aren't doing very good with each other. Um, Heated argument between these two. They're bonding. Okay, cool. We're just gonna do an open forum, and yeah. So how many of those did we have? Character ideas. We had one for Chris Jericho, which we're gonna go use. Because I don't think he's still white hot. I don't even think he needs it, but we're just gonna use it just because. It was a success. Cool. Um, any negative morale? Who's got the least negative? Let's look for Kid Cash. He could use a little bit more momentum. Um, Surefire hit. Success. Cool. Let's do it again. Yeah. He's happy again. Let's go. Okay. So it does work. It does work. I told y'all it worked. Not that y'all doubted me ever. But yeah, this happened in freaking June of last year. And like there we go. Okay. So, we're going to book this house show. I don't have a whole lot of ideas of what to do with it. Other than continuing the previous storyline or storylines. But yeah, I will see y'all when this is booked. All right, we're back. Sadly, it is a couple days later. Um, Me and my partner went to a cooking class, and we did a lot of running around that day. Yesterday, because it's now Wednesday. We started this on Monday. Um, so yeah, plan has not gone as planned. If I end up not being able to get what I can finish today, I'm going to push it off to next week because I've got way too much to do tomorrow, including schoolwork and chores and all that stuff. Cause yeah, so we're gonna go straight into it for now. 150 minutes are booked. We have some potential issues, which is two people losing, and you'll see who I'll tell you when they come up who complained about losing what match. But we're gonna start this off with the Grand Rally. Yeah, so this did better. This could have been on the main show, but probably not because of the length of it. A lot of people benefited from it being chaotic, including Rocky Maivia, which is surprising. Koji did good though. But a few wrestlers were off their game. Bud got 42, and Bruiser Mastino won a match in order to build himself back up, give him more momentum. He defeated 19 people. Um, See, does it say who lasted the longest? I don't think it does. But this is the second defense of the Eurostars European Championship, and we kick it off with a multi-team open challenge, saying that they can beat 3 teams at the same time unscathed. So we move on to the match, and these 3 teams are the Blood Brothers, the Hooligans, Simon Diamond, and Chris Jericho, who I need to change their name to Jared Diamond, and Ravens Flock. It got a 62 to start off the night. Those are the kind of matches we want. Like exactly the kind of matches we want. How did they do? Brother Ray got a 47. Devon got a 37. Bliss Craig got a 47. Everyone else, other than Stevie Richards, yeah, Stevie Richards did the worst, which is fine. But everyone else got 52 and or above. No, just and above. But yeah, good defense from Jared Diamond. Um, we move on to the next segment. This is the first one. Dynamite Kid losing to RVD, and they got a 42 even because they are both at that level. Rob Van Dam because he does have the popularity. Him because he's doing dog shit right now. We're trying to kick him out. And you'll see on the next show. We have a fatal 4-way kicking off, a feud between Misty Blue and Lisa Moretti. Um, got a 52 showcasing all four of these women right here. We move on to the next segment, which is Wendy Richter and Lioness Asuka. Um, facing the women's champions of the promotion currently. Facing off against Rusty Thomas and Amy Lee. Kind of a good combination there. I don't know. It doesn't say anything about their chemistry. So they've got neutral chemistry, which is fine. Um, yeah, we kick it off. We have our first 5v5 of the night. I got a 56, which is good, between uh, Chavo, Damien, Los Villanos, and Taz against the team of Dan Severn, the Hardy Boys, and the Gangstas, which is an interesting um, quantet. It's because it's not quartet, quartet. I don't know. A good five group of five, an interesting group of five right there. These two hardcore, and then we have the MMA guy. I don't know, but we continue on. Did really good, what we expected it to. We have Kid Cash defending the championship. This was the other match where somebody got mad, and that person was Paul Levesque, because he was being pinned because we're trying to put over Raven's Monster. So Raven's Monster's never been pinned. We're trying to build him up. Got a 37. We're putting him in more matches. He's kind of on that level with The Rock right now, even though The Rock's ultimately going to be better. The segment did dog shit. So, Bob Murphy announces the choices for Team Japan women. And that is Aja Kong, Chigesa Nagao, Crusher Mari, um, Tomoko want Tomoko Watanabe, and Yukari Ozawa. Sorry. We're gonna go to the next segment, which is a 5v5 women women's match. Yeah, so you'll see where this is gonna lead. So I want to see if an uneven face heel divide. Yeah, okay. But that's fine. So we're gonna move on. Got a 46. The next segment, Medusa attacks Debbie Malenko and introduces her choice for Team USA Women's, being everyone in the match but Debbie Malenko. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and book that right now. Self-Destruction Japan All-Star. There we go. So yeah, that's one match figured out. I've got to figure out the other one. Which is fine. So we need Medusa, Lani Kai, Linda Dallas. I think she's the one that's retiring. Cat LaRoe. It's Cat LaRoe. Shoot, who else was it? Or somebody else. Um, Brittany Diamond. Okay, so next we have Aja Kong. Let's go here, because we'll get most of our choices here. Chigisa Nagao, Crusher, Mido Mori, not Dynamite Kasai, not her, not Lioness Asuka, and okay, there we go. Tomoko Watanabe and Yukari Osawa. So we're just gonna label this Team America versus Team Japan Women's. We're just gonna boom, Control C and Control V. There we go. Oh wait, that looks weird. Yeah. So the people watching this, when it comes out, there will be a new thing I'm doing next week, next Saturday. It will be uploaded. I'm not gonna tell you all what about it. Closer to the end of the video, because then I'll have an idea. Well, that sucks. But then I'll have an idea. I'm gonna let y'all look at this. I'm doing something with a friend. Y'all are gonna like it. Tune in Saturday. I'll probably announce it next week, just so that way y'all have an idea. Anyways, so we move on to the next segment. Shane Helms comes out to the ring, challenges Raven to a one-on-one match, claiming he is ready for a title match, for a men's championship match after I think he's fought for it before actually. Let me look. Let me see if I can find Shane. Because I think he's faced for it before but lost. And he's been kind of on a sort of redemption arc, in a way. Title matches, we're gonna do all years. He's in the Grand Rally. He's TV champ for a while. Yeah, he lost to Taz back in '94, so it's been about 2 years since he's had a title shot. So first title shot since freaking '94. He's ready to go back at it. And we're gonna see how he does throughout that match. Right now, match got a freaking 64. This could have put him over. Raven defeated Shane Helms in a 14:04 match with an even flow DDT. In a match designed to tell a specific story, Raven makes defense number 4 of the men's championship. Yeah, I wanted to defend every single championship this show that I could, other than the women's. Because the men's, I'm gonna call it world for now. The men's world and the tag team was hadn't been defended in 40 or so days, and I wanted to make sure every title was defended. Um, for this next pay per view, and all the members of the unification match brawl to the back. 58, very hot. Closing it out, we got a 60 freaking 2. Happy with that. We're going to thank Raven, Ray, and Jericho, because I don't think I've thanked Jericho in a minute. Pleased, and happy. We made money, but we made money, boys. We made money. Look at us go. Okay. Yeah, merchandise did well. We didn't make any broadcast revenue, but we expected that, or we expected not to do that. And we made 51,000 in ticket sales. Yeah, we're growing everywhere, and we're gonna start growing in Canada. I'm not gonna do shows in Canada until we get to about that Mid Atlantic range that we're at right now, where we're at a 51. I think that would be a good point when we start going to Canada. Start doing Canadian shows, especially when we decide to do the brain split. But yeah, so we're gonna move on from there. Jose Lothario, he's chill. I think he did that manager thing with Shawn Michaels. Got my Dodge. Any baseball fans? They got the Dodger hat on. Yeah, we're doing great this season or this World Series. Um, I couldn't even buy them if I wanted to, so we're just gonna move on from that. Tasha Simone, not very charismatic. That's fine. 78,000 viewers is crazy, and contract negotiations. That's fine. His last match will be at the pay per view. Um, and it will be an open challenge of sorts, and he will be just thrusted out the company. Um, but yeah, so we don't have anything else to do for now. I'm just gonna go straight into the next show. So I will see y'all there. Bye. Okay, so I'm gonna move my camera up here for a second, just so y'all can see. Yeah, we have a bunch of pay rise requests. I don't know if we're on the day yet though, so I'm just going to accept all these because they're not unreasonable. Yeah, they're like, dang. Okay, he wants to be 180. Sure, Chavo. Sure. Um, EWF hired 2 people. Yeah, that don't surprise me. Yeah. Anybody here? I want to look because I'm at a point where I want to see somebody's here because I saw. I think his name's Jerry Jarrett. I want to see if his. How popular are you? You're very popular in the Southeast, so I don't know. I don't think you're a bad wrestler. Well, let me look because I see a lot of good eight. I see a lot of 80s. So what are you getting? 48. Not bad. Kind of on par. I don't know. be good mid Carter. I'm gonna shortlist him for now because he's in his 30s. I don't want to oversaturate the roster. Yeah, I don't want to oversaturate the roster because we're already at 64 freaking people and we're about to be down to 63. Um, so I don't know. We're gonna see how we can do everything up to All Star because All Star is probably gonna be a good turning point for us. In terms of how we run everything since we're doing a TV show now or going to do a TV show. So yeah, and I don't know if I'm going to do this. Just don't count on this. If you're seeing this on the 30th, then or if this is uploaded on the 30th, don't worry about it. Because I'm gonna move that to next week when I decide to do it. Um, but when I get the TV show, it's gonna be I'm gonna try to do every 4 weeks. So I'm gonna try to do a pay per view again every 4 weeks, or I'm gonna try to do a pay per view every 4 weeks, aligning with that. So that way it's kind of even. Um, so that's just how we're gonna do it. And I'm gonna move that a couple days. So if I decide to move this to next week, I'll do this. If not, then I'll just do it next week. Um, I'm gonna set up a pay per view calendar and I'm gonna go over every show and what the point of every show is. Not every show is gonna have a logo. I need to make Dreamscape 5 logo, but not every show is gonna have a logo. But I'm gonna try to do some of them. So this one's on the 9th. We need to do 14 days past that. That is 14 plus 9. I'm not stupid. 14 plus 9. 23. So 23rd. I'm gonna do the 26th. So that way we can do it right at July. Or do the TV show right at July. I'm gonna try to do TV show tonight. I promised that for this episode. So if I move it to next week, we're gonna do the TV shows and um yeah, the TV shows and that pay-per-view, which will probably be the one I'm wanting it to be every year for July. So yeah. So yeah, All Star Japan. It will be All Star Japan instead of 96. That'll probably be our most sold out All Star Japan. Um, yeah, so I will meet y'all at Self Destruction because we didn't even make it past there. So yeah, I'll be back. All right, we are back. Yeah, before we are at the day of the show though. I want to see. So they're at Huge. When did they go to Huge? That feels recent. Um, okay, I don't know. It's fine. I'm not gonna worry over it. Yeah, they're kind of inconsistent with their money making tendencies. I don't know. I wanted to see WrestleMania because I know we passed that. That's in your house. WrestleMania. Ooh, ooh, that's a good main event. Not maybe not rating wise, but that's a good main event. I would watch that. I would have watched Savage and Perfect. I don't know. Hogan and Brett make sense for what would have happened the previous year. Um, how organize this? Oh, that's awesome. Okay, I love that. I love that I can do that. Um, yeah, who won the Rumble? Savage won the Rumble, but he didn't get the match, which is stupid. Um, what else happened? Roberts and those three, Bulldog and Riot Act, Luger and Wyndham. Yeah, I think I might have missed last year's Rumble. No, because they did those matches 2 years in a row. What did they do for Survivor Series? When did Brett lose the title? Genichiro Tenryu. Okay, Great White North and Manitoba. Okay, so I want to see. Do they have these just there, like named and shit? Because like I want to. Like, is there an In Your House 9 that I'm missing? There's an In Your House 9. Okay, I don't know. That's interesting. Um, yeah. So I guess we'll figure out how they set it up when those go out. Who are their current champions? There is no European champion. Shawn Michaels is the World Heavyweight Champion. Greg the Hammer Valentine is the Intercontinental Champion, defeating a British Bulldog, which I think is a little dumb, but I don't know. The WWF Junior Heavyweight Championship does not exist. The last King of the Ring winner was IRS. Before him was the freaking Mountie. Oh, when did I miss this? Why was there not one in '92? Um, I went the wrong way. Freaking okay. So Savage won the Rumble 2 years in a row. Then Ric Flair won the Rumble 2 years in a row, and then Savage won it again. The women's champion does not exist. The World Tag Team champions are the freaking Nasty Boys. And then they brought back the women's world title. Wait a minute. I think these are retired. Okay. My bad. My bad. What about WCW? I want to see what shows they've had. Let me go back to that. They had Starcade last year. Who won at Starcade? Who the fuck is Mr. Hughes? What? Who is this guy? I'm genuinely confused here. I don't understand. I don't know who this guy is. Okay, and that was for the US title in the main event. Dustin Rose versus Cactus Jack for the World Heavyweight Championship, and Robert Gibson versus Sting for the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship. Okay. We are off track though. I don't know. I haven't checked these. I don't know why. Cactus Jack, Tony Atlas in a cage match at 96 Starcade. No, that's Slambury. Big Van Vader versus Steve Austin for the world title. That kicks ass. That kicks all the ass. These are going to be some eventually hires, maybe. I don't know. Or we'll figure out with Stone Cold. Sting versus Rick Rude for the NWA title, and Luger versus Vader. Wait, who was that? Sting. Okay. I don't know. These are some interesting champions. Um, yeah, I'm gonna go look at something while I'm here because I need to set up a like team for NWA or NWA. Jesus Christ, Team America and Team or Team Japan, and I want to figure that out real quick. Because I only have 3 Japanese people on the roster, or 3 Japanese men on the roster, all of which are heels, so I can make that make sense. I just need to figure out the rest of the team. So I will be right back with that. Yeah. All right. So I haven't looked at people yet, but I don't want to be here. We looked at a few companies we can trade with because we can just do that. So the companies that we are going to be working with theoretically in the future, possibly a part of this alliance that I'm wanting to form, um, will be GAEA, owned by Haymakers wrestler. Where's she at? Chigusa Nagayo. She might be. Well, I'm just gonna look her up. Yeah, she's already on the roster. She owns Gaia. Excuse me. She owns it and books it. So that's why I try to do that as a relationship with the promotion. Um, Michinoku Pro Wrestling, which is known for its uh lucha libre like wrestling. So that kind of fits something we could do. Um, I don't know how many luchador heels we could do. Um, and we got Union Pro Wrestling, which has some people, especially Dragon Kid, who I could bring in, and Poison Sawada, who makes sense for the team. There's also Minoru Tanaka, but I don't think. Yeah, I don't think he's considered a major star over there. Okay, I think everyone's considered. I think it's just the way that that company is. Taka Michinoku would be a good heel. Minoru Tanaka would be a good heel. Um, Dragon Kid was a good face. So I think I'm going to introduce Minoru Tanaka and Taka Michinoku because they kind of fit what I'm trying to go with the most. And when I bring them over, I can bring them over more with by hiring them since they're now going to be available in the United States. Because let's look at Minoru Tanaka. He currently is not available in the United States, which is hard to bypass through normal means. So you have to do a trade of some sort. So we're gonna do 4 appearances, and we're gonna look for who could I do? Freaking where's Raven? I think Raven they wouldn't do because he's too expensive. They're not interested because of style. Okay, who else is popular over there? Uh, where's where's Damien? See, so we could do Damien for 4 appearances. What's the max amount of appearances they can have for? Oh, we can just do 10, which is sick. Let me think. We could do it with this show. So this show, we're gonna take him to Japan. We're gonna need him for the house show, which won't be in Japan. Um, and we'll need him for All Star Japan. So we'll do 4. We'll do 4 for now, just for the sake of what I'm trying to do here. So we're gonna do this, and Minoru Tanaka is on our roster. Who, if you've watched Curb Stop City, he's pretty good. He's pretty freaking good. I could make him into what I need him to be. Probably put him with a manager or something. Um, but yeah, and we're gonna do Taka Michinoku because I just want some like good in ring guys, and these guys are typically really good in ring. So let's look, Brother Ray. Why not? Oh, okay. So we need 4. We're just gonna do that. Bruiser Mastino, no. Who else was popular in Japan? Dan Severn? No. Yeah, Dan Severn? No. Okay. Dick Tojo? Okay, we can do Dick Tojo. So he's unimportant for us. Taka Michinoku's well known for them. He's in the 37s, and compared to Taka Michinoku, he's 29 in Tohoku, and yeah. So we're gonna bring him over. So that is one of the teams figured out. I have an idea for Team America. I'm just gonna fiddle with it a little. Just fiddle with it. Um. So yeah, I will. Actually, no. I don't need to. I don't need to take a break here. we're just gonna go straight into the show. I'm not gonna book it on screen. Um, but I do have an idea for the most part. All right, no one's getting the night off. 4,000 fans, dude. Come on. Or else can we go freaking Bender Arena? Let's go to the Bender Arena in Washington D.C. Jesus Christ, we're going. Okay, we're going out of our main area. Um, that's in Charlotte. That's in Spartanburg. That's not as important. This one. So yeah, We're gonna go to the Bender Arena. We're gonna spend $7,000 on that, and this will be on our first show on RCN, I think. Um, might be your second show on RCN. I don't remember. Final stored. Is there anything holding us back? Bob Murphy, we're gonna make him happy, so that way that doesn't happen again. Yeah, everyone's doing good though, other than that. So while we're building up our way to, oh, okay, hold on. Let's do May. What day is it? 26th. May 26th. There we go. Let's do another one of those. Wendy Richter. Let's do character idea. Medusa Massetti. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Walker room incidents, my friends. Oh, the tag team got into a heated argument, which sucks. Hot gossip is that Tasha and Diamond are seeing each other. Wasn't Diamond just talking shit about her? I don't know. Apparently, Jeff Hardy and Shannon Moore had a blazing argument outside the venue. 4 trained, 31 trained. Jesus Christ. Brother Ray's being obnoxious. Jericho's cool. Debbie Malenko is in a delightful mood and brought some great positive vibes to the locker room. Awesome. Thank you, Debbie. So, we are not going to Inspire. We're going to do an open forum. Yeah, so we need to go. Where's Medusa? We need to find her. Um, Creative idea. There we go. Just gonna do this. Get it out the way. And it was a fucking failure. Thanks. Yeah, so we're gonna look for negative morale because this is kind of my main use for this. Um, I'm not gonna worry about you. Um, Shannon Moore, I'm wanting to get out of this freaking rut. He has warm momentum now, but he's still upset with me. Bob Murphy, I want you to shut up. Thank you. Oh my god. Okay, so that won't affect us anymore. No one else is on that excuse me, booking team. So yeah, we have all these sort of creative ideas. I don't think any of them are due in June, so we're gonna use all the ones we can for that All Star show. I want to look at the inner circle because it just came to my mind. Is there anybody we can make an enforcer? Absolutely. Linus Oscar, you're gonna be here for a while. Axel Dieter, Linus Oscar. Okay, cool. Who can I ask to be the Stooge? Is there anybody? Uh, Damien. We might go Damien. Oh no, I might just piss off Damien. So I don't know. It said Damien was. I don't know. Let's do it. He accepted the position. Okay, awesome. Every single role except for the other 2 in Walker Room leaders, which it's fine for now, and the chief enforcers is filled. Um, Yeah. So I'm going to book the show. I will be back with it fully booked, and we'll have an entire card here. It will do amazing. I'll be back. By the way, while I'm here, this did affect his popularity. It a lot of these were up at like sixes. We're now at like mid 12s or mid tens. With the 30 in the southeast. We still need to build him up in the mid Atlantic, but that's fine because he's getting built up everywhere else, especially in how's he in Canada? He went up to 10 in Canada. Compared to Dynamite Kid, who that's Dynamite Kid inside. Dynamite Kid who had a 51 went down to 46. Yeah. So yeah. We're gonna see if we can use a little bit more of that tonight. He's just gonna be on a losing streak. um so yeah. Okay. I'll be back. Okay, we are back with self-destruction. This might be a show name we use in the future, but yeah, everything is fully booked. We have 78% of matches. So yeah, we're just gonna go straight into the pre-show. Kicking it off with a 6-woman tag match, got a 43. We could put matches like this on the TV show when we do it, which we will be doing today. I'm gonna try it to get it done. Go to the next segment. Where Tommy Dreamer defeats Randy Hogan with a tomahawk or Tommy Hawk. Tommy Dreamer got a 46. We can build Tommy Dreamer up. I'm gonna try to do that. Try to build him more as a single star than as a member of the damn Dream. Um, China, I don't know if she's gotten better, but we're just gonna keep putting her in matches. Hopefully she'll get better. It's only 96, so she has time. Rocky Maivia cuts a poor 5-minute promo. I thought he would be better. He said he did well though, so I don't know. We're just gonna keep putting him in segments like that. Minoru Tanaka and Taka Michinoku win against Shannon Moore and Rocky Maivia. We move on to the beginning of the show where we have a 58 rated segment where Jared Diamond claims the last show was rough. Maybe they should have some lesser experienced teams in the company for this multi-team open challenge. And they have Nasty Girls, Los Villanos, and the Hardy Boys. Sorry. In a 61 rated match where Jared Diamond barely escaped unscathed. And yeah, so very, very happy with this. 61 rated match. Chris Jericho will get a thank you later. Let me check my phone, Jesus Christ. It's TikTok. Kid Cash is a match against Billy Kidman for the TV championship where Billy Kidman wins with a shooting star press, making him our new men's television champion. Finally a singles champion. And I think the first person to not win every title but the men's world title, or main men's championship, um, and that's not including the Eurostars title because I'm not going to include that because that's technically a world title. Um, yeah, Team USA Men is announced. One second, or actually, you know what? I'm gonna read this and then I'm gonna give us a second. Okay. So Team USA Men will consist of Omega, of Helms and the Hardys, Dan Severn, and Rob Van Dam. 3 of which will be in our next match, being Dan Severn, Rob Van Dam, and Shane Helms. I'm gonna be right back. Okay, there was a segment I had forgotten to add, and it would have been it was gonna be crucial for this All Star Men's match. So yeah. Shane Helms, Dan Severn, Rob Van Dam, and a Blue Meanie face off against Koji Nakagawa, Fallen Angel, Dick Togo, and Just Incredible. Um, yeah, so the heel team of Koji, Fallen Angel, Togo, Tojo, I'm say Tojo, and Just Incredible defeats Shane Helms, Rob Van Dam, Dan Severn, and the Blue Meanie. In a 50 rated match. So yeah, Dan Severn brought this up good too. Yeah, Dan Severn's probably going to be next in line for the title. And I've probably already said that, but it's the truth. So, move on to the next segment where Team Japan men makes way attacking Team USA men, making themselves known in Dick Tojo, Koji Nakagawa, Jinsei Shinzaki, Minoru Tanaka, and Taka Michinoku. We're going to go ahead and book that right now while we're thinking about it. I think it's 5v5. Yeah. Minoru Tanaka, Taka Michinoku, Jinsei Shinzaki. What are their names? Koji Nakagawa and Dick Togo. It's Shane Helms, Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy, Dan the Man Severn, and who's the other one? Rob Van Dam. Forgetting the guy I'm pushing. That's great, Jay. Um, yeah, that'll be at least 15 minutes. No, I need to change the name of that team. Great job. Team America men versus Team Japan men. There we go. So we have 4 matches on the All-Star card so far that are being built up. It's Coco Beware, Raven, and Bruiser Mastino. Linus Asuka versus Wendy Richter. Team America men versus Team Japan men, and Team America women versus Team Japan women. So I think that's most of what we need. What we needed. So, and we're probably going to do some other title matches with some other Japanese talent that I'm going to be bringing in. Hold on, drop something. That I'm going to be bringing in. Which we will be seeing probably from Michinoku or Union Pro. And probably JD Star, for a match or two. But we move on to our next segment. Where Medusa tells Debbie that she couldn't be on Team USA Women on her worst day. Just a big back and forth between the two, trying to build up Debbie Malenko because I know she can do well, at least in the ring. So I want to build her up as a character. So we're just gonna start that feud, and that'll lead up to whatever the next pay-per-view is. Aja Kong and Chigesa Nagayo, and uh, yeah, Aja Kong, Chigesa Nagayo, and Yukari Osawa of Team Japan Women are facing off against Brittany Diamond, Lilani Kai, and Medusa Maselli of Team America Women in a preliminary match, just exhibition. This doesn't do anything for or against them, just mostly for bragging rights. Where Brittany Diamond got hit with a brain buster to in the match. It got a 55 thanks to Aja Kong, Chigesa Nagayo, and Medusa Maselli, and Yukari Osawa and Lilani Kai. Only person that didn't apply to is Brittany Diamond. But the match did really good. I'm very happy with it. Move on to the next segment with a poor Rusty Thomas promo just to give her something because I'm not doing anything with her. Taz versus Dynamite Kid. Taz defeats Dynamite Kid with a Kari Hajime in a 48 rated match. After the match, Dynamite Kid is pissed. Dynamite knows the crowd is sick of open challenges, but he needs to prove himself in order to remain in the company and challenges any champion in the back, and that champion is Bruiser Mastino. And then he comes out and then wrecks fucking shit. He phoned in his performance, and I don't care. That was your last appearance. Bye, buddy. Yeah, Bruiser Mastino makes defense number 3 of the European Championship. Javo announces his Team of 4 will be having their own little all-star match at the final house show for a while, house show 25, where it'll be Team Mexico versus any worthless team of Americans they can find. We will see how that goes. Yeah. Lioness Asuka versus Missy Blue for the Ladies Legend Pro Wrestling Championship. I got a 50, where Lioness Asuka defeated Misty Blue by pinfall following interference from Lisa Moretti. And we're going to have 2 promos after this. one with a Windy Lioness stare down, and Lisa saying that she's sick of Missy and her same-sex tag team wrestling propaganda, continuing with the gimmick. And it got a 40 rated match. And so we move on to our pre-main event where Brother Ray sustains a broken fucking jaw. Jesus Christ. Okay. The Blood Brothers, and the Gangsters defeat Ace Steel, Brother Dick, Jinsei Shinzaki, D'Lo Brown, and Count Grog. When Brother Ray pinned Jinsei Shinzaki with a bubble bomb. I probably shouldn't have put Jinsei in this match, if I'm being real. But it's fine. So, yeah, I got a 36. This is kind of a cooldown match. What does a broken jaw entail? Anyway, 6-man tag match between Raven's Flock and Coco Beware and the Hooligans. Where Raven's Flock defeat Coco Beware and the Hooligans when Raven pinned Blitzcraig with a choke slam. Or Raven's Monster, mind you, pinned Blitzcraig with a choke slam in a 62 rated match. So, yeah, we're just building all these guys up. These three. Stevie Richards, Raven's Monster, and Blitzcraig. Everyone else did good though. I'm probably gonna have Coco Beware here for a while, just until WWE smartens up. But yeah, we finish off the show after that main event with a 56 or 59. Sorry, 59. We're better than a 56. We're gonna thank Coco Beware, Raven, and Chris Jericho. Cause Chris Jericho, this is the good Chris Jericho, not whatever the wording tree was. Pleased with my speech, very happy with my speech. Injury review. I'll be back with y'all. I need to look something up. So, according to Google, right, recovery for a broken jaw typically takes place 6 to 12 weeks for initial healing, but the timeline varies based on the fracture severity. 14 days, and he'll be back. I don't know. I don't know. This game don't make sense half the time, but it's fine. Financial report, we made $60,000 off of that. 17 of it was from freaking pay-per-view revenue, which might be the most we've made. Um, that's most we've made in ticket sales, and this is the biggest crowd we've had. And merchandise is doing great. I would make sure we're upgrading that too. Growing everywhere except for Canada. Sorry, that just shocked me. I don't get that at all. Okay. Raven gone from IWA Japan. Dynamite Kid gone. Brother Ray injured. 12,000 viewers. 12,556 buys. Yeah, that's our biggest pay-per-view revenue. Or pay-per-view buy rate. Or whatever. So yeah, we're doing great. We're doing great. I think we're picking ourselves back up where we were before we bought um Ladies Legends Pro Wrestling. I'm excited to see where the month of June leads us. I want to see while we're here. Anything new? Anything new? Keelland? I don't think I would want to do Keelland. Uh, Anything different? I don't want to do commercial. Just seeing what our options are. No, we're on PBS. I think we'll be fine for TV when we get there. Team sports. Yeah, I don't think there's anything new. Yeah. So we're gonna try see if we can make Haymakers Japan work for this month. We're gonna do it next month too. Um, well, we're gonna do it month of June and month of July. I'm not gonna record it unless it's anything notable like popularity changes. Um, especially in Japan. I'm gonna see because last show we did for that. I want to look. Japan 2, we got a 49. So that wouldn't be good enough for what we're wanting to do. Other than, I guess, well, I mean, I think it'll be good enough. So we're going to try to put that on PBS and just try to make the shows good. Um, but I'm only going to show popularity changes because the shows aren't going to have any storyline implications. So, yeah, that's it. I'll see y'all at House Show 25 because that's going to be a big one. Okay, just wanted to show this off. We finished last in freaking Kanto, but we got first in Mid Atlantic, so 5% boost for the house show. Probably about the only money we're gonna be making this month though, which will be fun. Other than that, let's look at the money we made last month, which was 42,000, 42 grand, which we hadn't done since January. So we're probably still gonna do a good buy rate. We have half the matches announced. I might try to do 10, but I think eight's a good number. I think I'm gonna stick with eight just because that's a good round number for pay-per-view events. Other than that, I'll show y'all the results of Japan 3. See y'all later. Okay, so I think this might actually affect the popularity a little bit more because we're getting um this now. So, and we got a little bit more today. So I'm gonna show y'all this so that way y'all know what we have in our stored creative finishes or creative ideas. So we have character idea for the month. Have a bit of a gamble. I'm just gonna do the ew. We'll do another creative finish. You number two. There we go. We're gonna do character idea. Safe bet. Two. There we go. So you. So yeah, we have two character ideas, and y'all get to see who I put the character ideas on, and it'll probably be for wrestlers that I have on the show, so that way they can affect the backstage a little bit more. We don't need an open forum, so we're gonna do some team bonding. We hadn't done that in a minute. Okay, never mind. We keep doing that. I don't know why. Um, let's look for um anyone on Japan with negative morale. I don't think it's gonna be that many. So it's Crusher and yeah, so you get a successful one. Oh, okay, awesome. Let's try this on you just to see what it does. It gave him more momentum, but I don't know. I'm gonna give him. Let's give him 2,000. Okay, he's pleased. Okay, so I'm gonna show you the popularity changes in three, two, one. There you go. All right. Financial report. We lost a shit ton of money. I figured as much. We grew in Kanto. We grew in Kanto. That was exactly what we wanted. Thank God. Okay. So we know we can do that now. And we grew everywhere else but the Mid Atlantic, which is fine. We grow in the Mid Atlantic. Every show we do in the Mid Atlantic. So we'll be fine. Um so yeah. We're gonna move on to House Show 25. Not a lot happened on this show, obviously, like I said. The only thing that happened was we had a bunch of matches and I think Debbie got attacked, but that's about by Medusa, but that's about it. Um, yeah, the goal was just to get people more over in Japan, which is going to be what we do normally there. Sorry, my phone went off. Yeah, I already knew about that. Knew about that. We got 22,000 viewers from that, which is cool. Let's look. So, yeah, there is a huge difference. I think this is mostly just the nature of the show. Okay, this one will be the last one. Hopefully. I think this will be around like a little past second year we've done it. Um, and then I'm gonna retire after this, and the only shows we're gonna do are pay-per-views, Haymakers Japan, and TV shows. And I won't show Japan. I'm just gonna go through it whenever we do it, like I did just then. Um, and that's gonna be with the goal of moving up in Japan, getting a broadcaster there, and all that good stuff. So let me double check, make sure everything's gonna be good for the next month. Cookie won't be at the house show. Kind of want him there though. We could do without Debbie, so we can move that to the 7th. So yeah, this will be moved to the 7th. There we go. Yeah, we can give Debbie a reason not to be there. Unless she is there. But then, like, let's look at Debbie. Yeah, she prefers AJW over us, so we'll be fine. I'm gonna do something I haven't done in a couple episodes. I'm gonna go through, make sure everybody, or see everybody who is going to tone up a little bit, or see if I can get everybody to tone up. I'll see y'all when I get through that. I'll show you everybody that tones up. I'm already at Brother Dick. I forgot to mention Amy Lee did it. She's going to be working on that. See if I can. Already in the middle of a shape change. Yeah. So we'll go through them again. Show y'all Devon. He's already done it. Okay. I'll see y'all. Chavo Guerrero Jr. has taken the suggestion on board and will begin the process of the change. And I'm gonna go and clarify this. This is only so I can get their charisma up. I don't know if y'all knew that or not. Everything I say is purely for education purposes for people who don't know. I'm not trying to be smart alecky if you do know. But yeah, I'll see y'all when this is. I'll see y'all in the next one. Dan Severn has taken or is going to be doing that shape change. I'm only going through it while I'm talking, so that way I can get through it faster because it's like 6 o'clock. And oh, Dick Tojo did it too. Yeah, because it's 6 o'clock and I'm trying to get everything done, and so that way I'm not up at 4 in the morning. Yeah, I'll ask her. Okay, see y'all in a minute. Jinsei is going to get in better shape. What about Just Incredible? No, Just Incredible. I don't think Calvaro is going to do it. Oh, she'll do it. Okay, awesome. Thanks, Cap. Kid Cash. Nope. All right. See y'all in a minute. Lani Kai has taken the suggestion, probably so that way I can build her popularity back up. Bless her heart. Lexi 5. Linja. Yeah, fair enough. Wait, when she. Oh, she's retiring anyway. I don't know why I did that. Lioness has done it. Do Lisa Moretti. Lisa Moretti will do it. Okay. Medusa. Are we on a roll here? No, one more. One more. Matt. Never mind. He's already done it. Or not. Okay. Manuru. Okay. Misty Blue. Okay. I'll see y'all in a minute. The legendary Randy Hogan is taking upon his shape change at the ripe age of 43. So is Raven. Raven's going to become muscular. Can Raven's Monster do it? Raven's Monster can do it. What about Rey Mysterio Jr.? He's not interested in doing it at this point in his career. What about Robert? Okay, Robert Van Dam will do it. Rocky Maivia, will he do it? Nope, that's surprising. Just knowing who the person is. Um, Rusty Thomas will do it. Shane Helms. Shane Helms can't do it. Yeah, I don't remember who can and can't do it, so I'm just. Oh, he's Shane Moore can do it. I missed that. Simonathan Donathan. I can't make up. Simon Diamond won't do it. Okay, one more before I go. Okay, I'll see you in a minute. Viano 6 will do it. Viano 7 won't. Windy Ricta will do it. Woman I'm not worried about. Yukari Osawa will. Okay, that is everybody. Okay, so we're gonna have a lot of shape changes going on, and we're gonna get a lot of emails about that, and I will show all those emails just so that way y'all know or are aware. Yeah. One more thing before we go to the next show. I want to check out backstage, make sure everything's good. It's about average. The catering's doing good. Yeah. So see how much money we can make off of this house show. Hopefully it'll bring us over. I doubt it, but I'm gonna hope so, and hopefully a I don't know. I'm hoping that the pay-per-view revenue will help out for that show, but I'm not sure. I'll see y'all when we get to the next house show though. All right, everybody, we are here. Terry Shane was picked up by JD. That's cool. Good for her. I'm glad she's getting work in Japan. Where's Terry Shane at? Let's see. Did she not? Wait. Handshake touring deal. She's over there right now. Why is she unable to negotiate? Oh, she's waiting for that to begin. Okay. Good for her. I hope she gets good work working over there. Michael Bushi? Bussy? I don't know. I don't know. Whoever this guy is. Oh, it's freaking Nova! Oh my god! I meant to. Okay, hold on. Survival offer. I mean, just gonna send him fucking 20. Just, come on. Come on. I'm sending you twice as much as they're offering. Glenn Jacobs got an offer from the CWFMA, the Mid Atlantic Wrestling, Carolina Wrestling Federation. Um, I don't know, where are they based? I didn't see where they were based. It doesn't say. Yeah, I don't know. It's the Carolinas. That's all I know. Raven got an offer. Shane Helms got an offer. Billy Kidman got an offer. Cynthia Morano has left the UWA. Where did she go? To. Okay. Good for her. Good for her. Alrighty. So, yeah, we have two of these that expire soon. I'm probably going to use those on that night. Or the All-Star. And the Haymakers women's title has not been defended in 43 days. Um, yeah. So, real quick, I'm gonna go ahead and make these. So that way we are all on the same page here. World men's is gonna be the same one as before. Dang it. Hey, there we go. Haymakers men's. This will be men's division. Primary. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna write a brief description and I will create it. Give me 1 second. Okay, the world, or it should be men's world. Men's world. So we're gonna pretend like this is a more bedazzled version of it. I'm not gonna make a more bedazzled version of it. I'm not gonna ask the guy who made this to, because I'm not gonna ask for free labor. If he wants to, he can. I'm Panos. If he wants to, he can. I'm not gonna make him do it because I'm not an asshole. Um, if he wants to do it, he can. I'm not gonna push him though. So yeah, the Haymakers Men's World Championship is here. That's going right there, and we're gonna do the same thing with the women's. to the women's world, and I'll write the description. All right, and the Haymakers Women's World Championship is now created. These titles will be introduced in story on this house show. And everyone will get to see it, and then we'll show it on All Star Japan. And real quick, while we're here, I'm gonna add these to this match. So it will be technically a triple championship match. It'll be for the men's world championship, unifying these belts. These belts will be retired immediately after. So we're gonna do the same thing with this one. The women's world championship. All right. Um. Yeah. So I have ideas for matches. For All Star, and I'm gonna see. I'm gonna think on that while we're here. I think everyone's pretty happy now that I'm looking at it. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna take this to the show, make money, hopefully. All right, gonna go there. Go. We're doing great. We're doing great. I'm glad. The Bender Arena. All right. Use this broadcaster, and we will be on PBS for our shows or our TV shows. So while we won't make money commercially, well, we're still gonna be making money. Or not, or we'll be making money from the regular shows. I don't know how much though. Creative finish. Ow. So we're gonna call that. Character idea. Nope. This way, that way we know it. Do one more of these. Bad. One more. One more. Come on. That's how I'm feeling right now. Okay. Bad. Nope. Ow. And ugh. All right. We're going to move on to House Show 25. Lonnie Kai, thank you for being a joy to be around. Um, Rusty Thomas and Coco Beware are now travel buddies. Charles Robinson and Paul Levesque apparently butted heads. Okay. Training for our 4 young women's wrestlers and our 31 young male wrestlers, which honestly is probably most of the roster now I'm thinking about it. Oh, okay. Fuck you, Wendy. Um, okay. Viana will get over it. Okay. Well, oh, we don't need an open forum. So let's meddle. Let's make people friends. I want I want Simon. Where's Simon? I want there to be like genuine chemistry between these two. Um yeah. So it might take time. We'll see. Absent workers, Debbie and Marty. What I expected. So these are oh Jesus. Okay, I'll pick that up in a minute. These our creative finishes we will be using for probably some on this show and All Star. I have to remember to add these. Like I'm a very forgetful person. I don't know if y'all have noticed. Sorry, it's gonna bother me. But yeah, I have most of the show planned. I know one of the tag matches I'm gonna do. I know I'm probably gonna do some sort of TV title match. Which will be with somebody from Japan. Let me make sure real quick. Minoru. 2 appearances left. Same thing with Taka, I imagine. Yep, 2 appearances left. And I think that they can work in America now. Yeah, they work in America now because of that interaction between us. So I'll probably put them on a deal with me. And they'll do these 4 shows, and then I'll bring them over. Let's see how this has affected their popularity over here. Yeah, went from 1 to 8 in their debut, and now they're at 14. And now Talk is at 14. Same thing with him, except he's 6s everywhere. Yeah. Talk Tanaka is young, so I'm gonna give him room to grow into kind of like that megastar push that Curb Stomp gave him. And that's the only way I know who Tanaka is. But I feel like he can fit that role. He has the look for it, in my opinion. That's what I'm looking out of him, or looking for out of him. Eventually, I do want him to try to learn English. I don't know if that's something I can ask. No lifestyle and ring booking. Yeah, I don't know if that's something I can ask of him. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna bring him around people. He's still considered a young lion right now, so we're just gonna throw him in matches. Hopefully, he'll do good. Um, but yeah. So we're gonna book this. I think the only thing I have announced ahead of time is the Team Mexico versus Team America uh All Star match, host or Chavo Guerrero All Star match. So we're gonna do that. I'll see y'all when this is completely booked. So I'm over here booking matches, and there's one that I'm gonna do with Linda Dallas since she's going to be going away, um, for a bit. So I'm gonna see what she can and can't do, what she's not suited to, and see what we can like, I guess skills we can give her. Cause let's see, I put her as a manager, so we can put her with somebody probably Calero. Um, She can do road agent work. I think she'll be a damn good road agent. She just needs to get her respect up. Um, I don't know. We could see about play by player. No. On screen personality, she can make work. Yeah. This is not a good way to start an episode, by the way. At least I think this is how we started the episode. Yeah, we started the episode like this. So she'll have 60 days and we'll put her in matches. We'll probably, if I decide to do a women's TV title early, then like, I'll do that. But I'll put her in the tournament and she'll go to the finals. But it does make me sad to see her retire this early. So, yeah. 60 or 56 days. Maybe she'll make it to the first Grand Rally. I doubt it. But just wanted to go ahead and put this in there while I'm booking this. She's going to have other things to do. I'm not just going to fire a woman that's retiring. I'm going to put her in some road agent work just to see what she can do. Put her in some manager work. Um, just put her in segments. Um, See what she can do. But that's it. Also, gonna go over how absolutely nuts it is how much Taz went up. I haven't checked Bruiser Mastino yet because he's who I'm trying to build up, even at the ripe age of 27. Oh, thought he was older. Um, yeah, he jumped to 45 and now is at, or he jumped to 45 and is now at 48 and is continuing to grow. I think he's also growing in Japan, which he'll have some popularity in Japan, but he's growing the way we want him to. And with these next couple months, we're probably gonna start feeding him to people while he's in VDB. I don't know what that promotion's called. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. But he's a European Eurostars European champion. Ignore that. Yeah, I'm almost done with everything. Um, and just looking at stuff while I'm booking. Yeah, just something I found interesting. All right, I'll see y'all when we get through this. All right, everybody, we are at house show 25. Everything is booked. I might have accidentally included Linda Dallas somewhere. We will figure that out when we get there. If she's bad, road agent, but I doubt she is. So we're gonna go into it. Brother Dick and Just Incredible kicking us off. With the pre-show. Road agent notes, regular. This is the Axel Dieter. Okay, I'm not gonna obsess over it. I'm just gonna see. Um, yeah, Brother Dick defeated Just Incredible. They're on the same team. Just a match on the pre-show to get them going. Same thing here, just to get everyone going, get everyone experience, especially China, which is why we're putting her on every show. We're gonna put her on every TV show too. um, yeah, it was a okay battle royal. Rocky Maivia won. It's mostly to get him over. Um, Taz and Jared Diamond facing off against Shane Helms and the Hooligans in a big money match for House Show 25 to end this series of shows with a 65, a 42 promo when Misty Blue says she's going to bring out a male tag team partner for this match, and it is Rob Van Dam. Who didn't do good on the mic without a script to follow. We're gonna work on him. We're gonna work on him. I might decide to do something on the post show. The match got a 50, and we're not doing this tag team again. Okay, cool. Um, a 50 rated match when Rob Van Dam and Misty Blue defeated Lisa Moretti and Paul Levesque when Misty Blue pinned Lisa Moretti with a Misty dive. And the match got a 50, despite them two not doing well as a tag team. And we continue on with a rematch from last show, Billy Kidman versus Kid Cash. When Billy Kidman pinned him with the shooting star press. That's awesome. Yeah, first television defense with the 58 rated match. I love Billy Kidman getting better. I'm gonna see what I can do with Kid Cash coming soon. Billy Kidman challenges anybody in Japan who has the balls to face him to a match at All Star for the men's TV title. And we will see who that is next month. Team Mexico calls out Team America when the Blood Brothers and Gangstas come out to fight. Not expecting these individuals here. When the Blood Brothers and the Gangstas defeat Team Mexico, which is going to be their official name because I don't have anything else for them. When Brother Ray pinned Damian Sace with a Bubba Bomb. Wow. All right. A Team America, Team Japan women brawl backstage. Medusa also says fuck Debbie Malenko. That pretty much saved the segment. And we move on to a squash match between Ravens Monster and Brother Spike, where Ravens Monster got a 40. I think that's what has he been getting before? I think he was in the 30s, but he's getting better and he's got a good pairing with a Raven. 57 rated segment win. There's a contract signing between Bruiser Mastino, Coco Beware, and Raven. Um, and right after all of them sign the contract and talk shit to one another, Bob Murphy announces that they must compete in a 6-man tag match together on the same team. And it'll be against these three individuals. They're not important. That's not the point of the match. But the 57 rated segment, when this team faces off against Chief J Eagle, Shannon Moore, and Ace Steel in a 52 rated match. Yeah, it did what we needed it to do. With Coco Beware pinning Shannon Moore with a Bird Buster. And we move on to the 6-man preliminaries. Jesus Christ. 6-man preliminaries when Dan Severn and the Hardy Boys defeat Minoru Tanaka, Taka Michinoku, and Dick Tojo when Dan Severn submitted Dick with a beast choker. Sorry, that's not that funny. Anyways, segment got a 48, and Dick Togo sustained a broken nose. Linda Dallas challenges Wendy Richter to one title match before Linda retires, and Wendy accepts being the woman she is. And we move on to the main event of the evening with a 54 rated match when Wendy Richter defeated Linda Dallas with a sit out DDT in a storytelling match, making her second defense of the women's championship. Very close to becoming the women's world championship or champion, and we will see as Lioness Asuka comes down to the ring to fight Wendy Richter. They are ready to brawl, and we continue on with a 55 rated show. Sucks that it didn't get anything in the Mid Atlantic. It's kind of what I was hoping for. We're gonna thank Wendy for that main event. We're gonna thank Chris Jericho and Rey Mysterio as normal. Compliment on the performance. She seemed pleased, and they seemed pleased. And well, actually, Jericho seemed happy. He can work through it, and he'll be fine. 62, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. Yeah, everywhere but Mid Atlantic, which is fine. That's kind of what we're expecting right now. Because I think we're at the point with the Mid Atlantic where we're like getting close to medium, which I'm not worried about medium right now, not until next year. But yeah, we're just gonna keep building ourselves up. We might do the Extreme Championship at some point in the next year. I'm wanting to do that. So we're getting to that point. We're getting some of the people we want. Just Incredible, Rob Van Dam, the Blood Brothers, aka the Dudleys, the Gangstas, Rival Bit. I don't care. I don't care that much. Silver King. Will we get Silver King? No, I doubt it. It's not gonna show me him. Okay, there we go. No, I want to see how much they're offering him. He's their light heavyweight champion, but I'm not worried about Mike Bucci. Um, I'm gonna hire him, and we're gonna put him on the pre-show as Nova. Um, yeah, Silver King. USA has went bankrupt as we kind of expected. Booking position available at APWPT. That's in Portugal. Yeah, I don't doubt it. I don't know how big are they in Portugal. Not that much. Um, are these? Yeah, they're not even broadcasted. Alex Wright though. Alex Wright. I think we thought about him. He's got some popularity over there. And I don't think he would be a bad get. I just don't know what's his match quality. What's his match quality? He's got a 49 or Jesus Christ. All right, we're gonna go check our short list. I forgot about him. I don't check my short list that often, but there's a booking position over there. 76,000 viewers and Dig Tojo. Okay, let's go. Yeah, they have one appearance left, and that will be it until we decide to rehire them, which will probably be right after the show. Let's go while we're thinking about it. Cat Rowe. Her manager is going to be Linda Dallas because I don't know what else to do with Linda. I'm just putting her in segments. I think she had a good segment there. It was at least half decent. Yeah, 47. Um, I don't know if she did any road agent work. If she did, like I didn't notice it. Yeah, what was I checking? Alex Wright. So yeah, I want to see his individual performance. He got a 32, 37, or 38, 36. I don't think he's getting enough of a rating right now for me to want to bring him in yet. But when we do bring him in, I might bring him in under whatever our developmental will be at the time. Because I do want more than one developmental. I just don't know when that'll happen. So I'm not gonna worry. I'm not gonna push on it. I think we're good with everything. We're at a point where we're making some money. We'll see how much money we make after this show. I doubt we'll make money this month. We'll probably lose a little bit, but that's fine because we have some that we're gonna pull out of savings, and it'll be fine. Yeah, what was the miscellaneous last month? Legal. What did we pay legally? Was that from canceling stuff? I don't know. I'm not gonna worry about it. If y'all know what that is, please let me know down below because I really don't know what that could be. Um, yeah. So show costs. Not what I'm looking for here. We're just gonna look at this. Only made 800 this month off of merchandise, just from workers alone. The live event and mail orders doing good. I don't know. But yeah, we're just gonna go to All Star Japan, and then at the end of the month, I'm gonna set up a TV show. I'm gonna try to book TV shows the best I can. Um, yeah, I'll see y'all when we get there. Bye, guy. After a freaking while, AJPW goes out of business. Wow. Okay. We also hired the mic guy. Stain Frederick. Okay, he's not with us. So CWF is hiring a bunch of people, including Scott Hall. Why can't you just get Scott Hall? What the hell? I could have gotten him this. I'm a little pissed now. What are his ratings? Uh, did this Scott Hall ever go to WWE? He went to WCW. Yeah, just give me all yours. Yeah, I guess this was WCW pre WWF Scott Hall, so he didn't get to do a lot. Yeah, he was in WCW for a while. Okay, I'm less impressed now. Um, Never mind then. He can stay there. Um, Good for Scott Hall. Raven, Shane Helms. Ooh, that's interesting. And Brother Ray. Okay. Yeah. So we hired the Mike, who's gonna be he's gonna be Nova for now. He's gonna be Nova. I was trying to think because of the I didn't know if the NWO was a thing yet at this point. So right now he's just gonna be Nova until we this until I think after July, and we can make him like one of the blue guys. I don't know. Anyways, 15 more days. That just surprised me. I didn't think they would actually go out of business in this game. But yeah, I'll see y'all when we get there. Oh boy, they're getting expensive. 150. So from 150 to 240. I think that's fair. He wants to be 90 instead of 20. I think that's completely fair, especially being the TV champion. You want to be 90, sure, that works. You want to be 230, sure, sure, just until you get booted. Um, yeah. Silver King went to AAA, and Terry Shane is now joining JD. I'll see y'all at All Star. I don't know why I did just one. It's whatever. Whatever. All right, we are back. It's cold in my room. Ooh. All right, we won't have anything to do with the wing now. Let's see. Seals propose a no stealing agreement. Propose to agree not to sign from each other. Stop friendly attitude. Cool. So we don't steal or sign workers from each other. So, oh yeah, we're not fucking with them. And they're not fucking with us. So, yeah. Be by his side on this one. Why is Aja mad? Or new gimmick? Okay. Yeah, we're definitely losing money this month. Especially, how much money are we spending on this? Lord, I'm sorry. Spending like 1,500 on it, or yeah, about 1,500 on it. So we're just gonna go into it. I have like pretty much all the matches figured out. Probably gonna do some extra ones, just as like filler. But the 5 matches that I announced, like we're definitely gonna do. Uh, Japan. That's where we're going. Yeah, we're gonna go there. Finalize broadcasters. We're going to RCN. Yes. I'm mostly gonna do character ideas for this one. Just because I haven't been doing that. There's an equal sign. One for Medusa. One right there. Oh, Lord, it's cold in my room. And one for Chris Jericho we're not going to use. So, that one? No, that one. So we have 2 regular ones. We have 2 for Medusa. No, 1 for Medusa. We have 2 regular ones. Okay, everyone's trained. Misty Blue gave me something. Okay. Since this is a big 4, we're going to hit the Inspire button. And we're going to go look for Medusa right now. Lord, it's cold. Oh, we have Misty Blue. We're not going to use the Misty Blue one. We're going to go delete that right now. Simply because I don't want to mess anything up. Let's do Aja Kong. I think she needs the momentum boost. I think he could. Why are you annoyed? Okay, well, you get a character idea. Alright. We're going to get everything booked and added to the card. Everything's going to get creative finish of some sort. Not going to say which ones. We're going to get creative finishes of some sort on all of them. And I'll see y'all when this is finished. Okay, I don't know what the fuck happened. So if this fucked my game, I'm gonna be pissed. Fuck. Okay. Let's try this again. And I also spoiled his freaking match recovery. Because that's not what I wanted to do. Let's go back to the Sunday. Because that's something you can do. Okay. He quit Wing. We're going to redo the stuff with Wing. Okay. They agreed to no stealing. They agreed to no signing. Okay. We're gonna go to before the show and we're gonna save it. Or yeah. Okay, we're gonna save right here. Okay, I'll see y'all at the show. For real this time. Okay, we're back after that mishap. I might have clicked too fast. I don't know. I don't know why you would make that close together, but that might just be me. That was good. That was good. Okay. So we have two character ideas now. One of them is for Medusa, one of them is for Raven. So let's try to inspire again. Yeah, I think he's on my short list. Yeah, he's on my short list. Has he been having matches? He has. I don't know if they're any good, but 45. 45's good. 42. It's decent. Depends on his popularity. That's probably why. Well, if he's having matches in Japan, where's he at? Where's he having matches? Japan. Yeah. All right. I'll allow it. Blazing argument. Really, dude? Hold on. Okay. Sorry. What the hell, Sabu? Okay. They got into a heated argument. Create a fun-loving atmosphere backstage. A fucking fight broke out. Jesus Christ. Oh, nearly led to a fight breaking out. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. 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 This is going worse than it did the first time we did this. Okay. Inspire. Who's absent? Okay. Just Dynamite. Let's try this again, team. Let's try this again. Medusa gets one that's a success, and we want Raven to have another one. I don't know if he needs it, but we'll do it anyway. It's a success. Still white hot. Alright. This is everything we're doing. I went over this before. I'm annoyed right now. But we went over this before. We're going to add these to all the matches that'll be on the main card, so that way we can get the best card possible for this night. This is our second biggest show of the year, in my opinion. Um, Second to only Dreamscape, or the Dreamscape weekend, which I'm going to collectively call as Dreamfest now, or refer to as Dreamfest. Not the point though. We're gonna get this done. We got this. All right, I'll see y'all when this is fully booked and I'm not double clicking through shit now. All right. Is it because he's Canadian that he knows French? Is there something I missed here? We're gonna ignore that. I wanted to see what languages he knew in case I wanted to put him in a promo, and he speaks French. Is that a Winnipegian thing? Or not Winnipegian? Is that like a French Canadian thing? Or no shit. Is Chris Jericho from the French Canadian area? That's what I meant to say. Ah, that's my question because I didn't know he was from. I didn't know if he was from that area, and that's why he knew French. But I don't know. It confused me because I don't think he's ever went to France in the game. So if we, yeah, he's only been here. Um, like we go scroll down. I don't know. I found that weird. I just wanted to bring that up. I don't know. I could be an idiot, and I don't know. I'll see you in a minute. Okay. We are back. All Star Japan is entirely booked. everybody is used. I actually added 2 matches that I didn't even think I would add. And I think it makes sense for what I'm doing them for. So, the 2 matches I added that were not talked about previously. I think this leads to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 8 matches. So, um, no, it was 3 matches I added that I didn't talk about. So one of the matches I wanted to add, I couldn't do the segment for because we're in Japan and nobody in that freaking match speaks Japan speaks Japanese. Sorry, fuck. So we're doing Jared Diamond versus the Gangsters. After that, we're doing an All-Star Grand Rally for the TV for a chance at the TV title at the first TV show. We're gonna do the same thing just for the women's championship up here at the 10 man, if you can see it. But against Wendy Richter at Unleashed in the main event. Jesus Christ, who's texting me? No, never mind. Okay. That match will be for the winner of the match. Or no, the winner of the match will face off against Wendy Richter for the women's championship. Sorry, I shouldn't have looked at my phone. But other than that, everything's as it should be. We're good. Only thing that's potential issue is 2 people didn't like that they lost to the winner of the Grand Rally match. We're gonna go over those people. Kick it off, double heel match. That's kind of what we expected. I wanted to see Blue Meanie and Nova as a tag team. Nova got a 15. Nova we're gonna work on. Kicking it off, Coco Beware versus Raven versus Bruiser Mastino. Creative finish was a failure, but Raven defeated Coco Beware and Bruiser Mastino in a chaotic match, winning the Haymakers Men's World Championship and being the last regular men's non-world recognized men's champion and Eurostar's European Heavyweight Champion, but is the first recognized men's world champion. Jesus Christ. 55 rated match. Inspiration on. I wish I could give a celebration, but we're in Japan. I don't think it'll do well. We're going to move on to the next segment, which is the All Star Team America versus Team Japan, with Team Japan winning when Aja Kong pinned Linda Dallas. And it is announced that since Aja Kong did that, or no, it is announced that Aja Kong will be in the 10 woman number one contendership match for the women's title at the first TV showing of Unleashed. Which is 58 rated segment, 51 rated segment from the tag match, despite Simon Diamond. Chris Jericho kind of carried the match. Crowd didn't like it that much, but it's fine. We're building ourselves up. Jared Diamond makes defense number 3 of their tag team championships. I'm very happy with it. The creative finish was a success. 53 rated Grand Rally when Rey Mysterio eliminated Paul Levesque and then Taz, who both were the people that were upset that they lost this, by the way. They were upset they lost this match, which I don't know. 53 rated segment. And we move on to Billy Kidman versus the Great Sasuke, who he challenged anybody from Japan. It just so happened to be this man right here in a 52 rated match, but the creative finish failed. But it's fine. It segmented what we needed to. And we move on to Billy Kidman attacking Rey Mysterio in a piss poor segment. Great. Just moving on. In a match that had subpar wrestling and decent heat, Aja Kong defeated or won the match by finally eliminating Misty Blue, and he got a 53. I think we're gonna get high 50s for this show, probably or closer to high 50s. It's not gonna be our best show, but Dick Togo cut a 5-minute promo before the men's Team America versus Team Japan Tag Team All-Star match. When Minoru Tanaka pinning Shane Helms with a 450 splash wins the match. Did exactly what we needed to do. 56 rated match. And we are at our main event for the Ladies Legend Pro Wrestling Championship, the women's Championship for Haymakers and the Haymakers Women's World Championship. Wendy Richter defeats Lioness Asuka with a sit-out DDT in a 65 rated match. Jesus Christ, why'd she get a 37? It's fine. Whatever. In our next segment, Aja Kong cuts a Japanese promo on Wendy Richter. 44 rated segment. 63. That's actually a lot better than I thought it would be. We're going to address the locker room. We're going to thank Aja. We're going to thank... No. We're going to thank Linus. We're going to thank Chris Jericho for being as good as he is. That's not Chris Jericho. We're going to thank Billy Kidman. Complimented on performance. Scene please. Very happy. Scene please. Yeah, we lost money. That's fine. We expected that. We grew one in Kanto, which means that we're going to keep doing shows in Kanto. So 11, 12. Okay. And we still grew in the Mid-Atlantic, which surprises me. That one surprises me. I didn't know if we would grow there this show, but I'm fine with it. I'm chill with it. Because we're growing everywhere, and that's what we want. So, All-Star Japan's in the books. I will see y'all at the end of the month, because we are not done with this episode. We still have 4 more TV shows to go through. And we're going to set those up at the beginning of next month. So I will look at this first. Cynthia Moreno hired by AAA. Grace Sasuke left Haymakers along with Taka Michinoku and Minoru Tanaka. Raven doesn't like Chief J. We're gonna pretend I didn't say that about Raven. 5,200 buy rate. Exactly what we wanted. I'm gonna cut that out too. Sorry, it just 40 and slip, I think. I don't know. We're gonna skip to the end of the month. I will see y'all there. Yeah. Okay, before we set up our TV show, which will be on a Wednesday, I'll make sure that everything's set up for it in a way that we need it to be. It will be shown on Wednesday either way. But I'm gonna go over everything. We finished second out of 9th in the Kanto region. But that doesn't mean we get anything, but second out of 9 is pretty good. Second out of 5 is not as good, but that means we did. Oh, Jesus Christ. What? Okay, no more Alex Wright then, I guess. He's injured till next year. Jesus Christ. What was I saying? Yeah, we're gonna continue to go to Japan now. Um, I've already edited the events that I want to do for the month of July and for Haymakers Japan. I haven't added anything else. I know there's some events I'm gonna have to think about wanting to add, and I might add that over the weekend while I'm working. I won't record anything over the weekend. Don't count on that. But I'm gonna add stuff to it, and I'll go over it when we start the next episode. Next episode we'll do the pay-per-view. We're not doing the next pay-per-view today. We're gonna do the pay-per-view. We're gonna do a set of shows, and then we're gonna do that next pay-per-view. And then that next episode we'll get on our schedule of 4 shows an event, 4 shows an event, 4 shows an event, and then 4 shows and the Dreamscape weekend. So it'll be about 6 shows a day, or 6 shows an episode. Not a day, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Alex Wright just caught me off guard. So, as y'all can tell, I'm invested in Minoru Tanaka already. Like I'm gonna bring him in. I'm thinking about talking with Shinoku too. I think he did decent for me. He had a handful of matches. So we go to this match. He did 53. He did better than Tanaka in that match. But he's been paired with Tanaka a lot. So they'll probably be in the tag division together. Just based on what I've been doing with them. What match was this? Oh, never mind. I know what match this was. Yeah, so we're looking for Tanaka got a 41, Taka got a 44. So I think it was just a specific match. I don't know. But yeah, they're both gonna be hired. I'm gonna look at some of this great Sasuke stuff. Is this Sasuke or Suzuki? I think it's Sasuke. Um, yeah, hire him and the great Sasuke. I'm gonna look at his stuff real quick because I don't want. So the match he did, he got a 55. So as Ninja Sasuke, I don't know. He's gonna be on my short list, but other than that, we have empty emails now. I'm gonna go over this real quick. Male wrestler of the year so far, Randy Savage makes complete sense to me. Coming to the year WWF, if it was anybody else, I'd be shocked. Female tag team of the year is Debbie Malenko and Yuki Lee. I will look into her right now. I want to know who Yuki Lee is because I don't know who that is. Yuki Lee. She's somebody we can hire. She's in AJW. She got pretty hair. Yeah, I mean, what kind of team are they? What's their name? Rising Force. It said it on the thing. I don't know. I'm probably gonna look into UQE just because I like the idea of women's tag teams being built up and we separate the tag team division at that point. But yeah, Rising Force is the female tag team of the year so far. Male tag team of the year goes to the Nasty Boys, who are the WWF Tag Team Champions. Match of the year goes to Shawn Michaels versus Bret Hart. Jesus Christ. At the Royal Rumble. Show of the year, Fighting Spirit in 1996. Too bad they won't be here for much longer. Female Young Wrestler of the Year, Guerrera Pure Pura. Pure Pura. Male Young Wrestler of the Year, Oro. Female Veteran Wrestler of the Year goes to La Briosa. Satanico is the Male Veteran Wrestler of the Year. Um, Maria Del Angel is the Female Wrestler of the Year so far. Male Independent Wrestler of the Year so far goes to Viano 5. Female Independent Wrestler of the Year goes to, where's her name? Neftali. Neftali. Okay. Yeah, that's that so far. I don't think we have that for us. So yeah, just same old shit, which is fine. We're gonna go to broadcasters because we are at a point I think where we can do TV shows again. So we're gonna negotiate that with PBS. So yeah, they don't want something that long. So we're gonna do. I think 6 months is reasonable because that takes us to the beginning of next year. And if this goes well, then we can just continue from here. Yeah. So I think I'm good with this. And 100% to the company because we're crooked like that, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, so let me make sure everything's good with that. I want to see if I can move it to an hour and a half. Because if I can move it to an hour and a half, I think that'll be chill. What's the highest I can do? I can do 2 hours? Oh, it's gonna be a long night. I'm doing an hour and a half for this episode. Um, yeah, we're doing an hour and a half. I'm not gonna sit here and do 4 2-hour shows tonight. It's 10 o'clock. I don't want to be up here till 4 again. That was rough. It was a Dreamscape episode. I was supposed to be excited, dude. I'm not doing that again. Um, Not the point though. We're gonna look at the Wednesday. So we're free this Wednesday. That one we're free except for Marty. Yeah. Okay. So in a perfect world, I'd love to do it where we have it like I'm trying to think of a way to word this. We have it on a Saturday or Sunday because those are weekend days and those are perfect for pay-per-views. We don't live in that perfect world right now where we have everybody on exclusive deals and we can pick whatever days we want and the only issue would be going one on one against WWF or you know like uh like we have a talent trade or something. We don't live in that perfect world. We still have this shit. So, yeah. So month of August we look good. I don't know what we're gonna do for August. So the show, so Japan. So we're doing this on a Wednesday that we're gonna be over there. Theoretically this would appear after Unleashed. And this would be live on PBS. That's how it would work if I did this. Like it did it the way I wanted it to. That's the idea behind it. So we're gonna do second Wednesday of every month. So that's gonna be what we're going for. And we're gonna edit this every time. But yeah, we changed it from lesser to normal, and these are still gonna be free shows just for the sake of wanting as much popularity growth as possible, trying to get that as fast as possible, or trying to get that as fast as possible, so that way we can build up everywhere we can in Japan, because we've got some work to do starting out. Like we barely just got to 21 and we like bought them last episode. So, what we're going to work on over the next year in the game. We're going to work on I guess focusing on Japan, trying to get a deal there. When we get a deal there, we're going to slow down on the Haymakers Japan stuff and probably move to, I don't want to say Canada yet, because Canada we're going to be working at with PBS, but I'm thinking Mexico. Mexico might be a good get. Trying to get a pay-per-view deal on. I haven't looked at their broadcasters yet, but like we look at Mexico right now, we don't have a lot there. We don't have a lot in Canada either, but we're working on Canada. I think the ones we'd want to work on mid South would help out with Mexico. But the Midwest has helped out with Canada quite a bit with Ontario and maybe Quebec. Great Lakes might help with that too. Let's look at spillover. So we look at, I'm trying to think, Great Lakes. Yeah, they go into Ontario along with Midwest. So the Great Lakes are what's why we've got so high in Ontario. And I've looked at other promotions, right? Yeah, we lost a shit ton of money. I've looked at other promotions, thinking about um quick growth in Canada. We could buy them, but I don't think it's worth that. I think I need to focus on making money right now. And it's the same thing with BCW, owned by Scott Demore. It's like we could probably buy them. And we could probably have their championship, and we could probably put that with the world title, which I need to work on that real quick. I could probably add that to the world title and probably make the men's TV title a world title, and same thing with the tag titles, but I don't need that right now. Excuse me, and the same thing with River City Wrestling. Like they got all these titles, but what's the point? So I'm gonna do this while I'm talking. So like I don't need to buy them right now. I'd like to buy them because I think that would make things more interesting for the series, but I don't think buying them is um a worthwhile investment right now. And you're gonna see what I'm doing in a minute. Just organizing this, making this look better. Okay. Oh, so that doesn't look like shit anymore. So I think when we move to 2 hours, I think we're gonna work on a women's TV title, just so that way it's kind of more even, and then we can work on maybe the extreme title or separating the tag titles into men's and women's. But I still want either a mixed tag or a women's tag to win the title first. Um, but before we reach our TV era, we're gonna go over the champions, starting off with their first ever men's world champion with 50 prestige, a unification of the Haymakers men's and Eurostars European championships, combining the lineage of European and North American wrestling whilst being in an Asian country. The Haymakers worlds Haymakers men's world champion Raven, representing the world of Haymakers. That's what we call it. Representing likeness and lineage of both North American and Asian countries alike in terms of wrestling. Wendy Richter, our Haymakers women's world champion. Our Haymakers tag team champions, representing America so far. Chris Jericho and Simon Diamond. The men's TV champion representing PBS apparently. Billy freaking Kidman. So, and we have our champions rally, which was won by Raven, and our regular grand rally, which was won by Rey Mysterio. And everything's organized, and everything looks nice, and not everything looks like shit now. We can go over here and we can look at this and just all our retired stuff. So when it comes to me talking about former world champions, I'm going to count anything from the Eurostars European, because Bruiser Mastino is technically a part of a world title lineage. He just wasn't a world recognized champion. Same thing with anyone who won the men's championship except for Raven. Because you can sit here and say, hey, Raven is the men's world champion. Same thing with the women's champion, which did not last long, by the way. I find that funny, but it didn't last long. Um, Wendy Richter is the first world women's recognized world recognized women's champion. I'm sorry. Um, and you say the same thing with the ladies Legends Pro Wrestling Championship. Linus Asuka can be considered a world champion, just not a world recognized champion. I want to say that there's a difference there, but I don't really know what the difference could be. But not the point. Um, yeah, that's it. That's all I'm gonna talk about that. But everything here looks nice. We have matches here, like specifically matches, and when we do a tournament every year, which is the goal, that is 100% the goal. It'll be titled under tournament. These aren't going to be titled under championships because that's going to look bad when um you're looking at it in game. But these only happen once a year, so I'm not really worried about that. Um, yeah. So the men's TV title, men's world title, Haymakers tag team, and women's world. We're gonna see what we can do with that. But 2 days we got a TV show, and I'm probably gonna do Japan tonight and show you the results of that in terms of getting your popularity up because that's something we need to get done ASAP. So I'll see y'all there. When does Dynamite come back, real quick? Next year. Yeah, I'll see y'all there. Okay, so we hired Minoru and Taka. I'm probably gonna make them a tag team. I don't know what to call them yet. If y'all have any suggestions in the comments, go for it. For next few weeks, they're just gonna be a regular schmegular tag team thrown in random hour and a half shows. But until then, Amy Lee went from bulky to average. Chava Guerrero Jr. went from toned to muscular. Rob Van Dam went from toned to muscular, and Togo went from average to tone. And the UWF did their thing. Okay, that's what I was trying to say. Sorry. Yeah. So we're on the day of the show. I'm gonna try to get as much of this done as I can. If I can't get all this done, because again, hour and a half shows, I have no idea what to book right now, other than I guess the main event and the opener. But yeah, we're gonna see how TV shows make us money. We're just gonna go straight into it. L33. That's a luchador name. I'm not judging. L32. Okay, 1,000, 1,100, 400 fans, or 140. All right. we're gonna do 2,000 just so that way we can. All right, 1,000, 2,000. We're back at the Charlotte Convention Center. When was the last time we've been there? I don't know. It doesn't say. We're back in Charlotte for the show. Yeah, we're just gonna go spend all this. So we only have one creative finish. We're gonna add back to that right now. Did we just do four? I think we just did three. All right. Well, we have four new ones now, so that was easy. Um, Locker room incidents. Um, Wendy Richter's causing heat because she's being critical of China already, which I mean is fair, but still. Chigusa Nagayo's getting heat with the locker room. Uh, Ravens Monster and Jeff Hardy bonded backstage over their shared love of astronomy. You know, that makes sense for Jeff, but that doesn't make sense for Glenn Jacobs. They've been hanging out a lot together. That makes sense. I've been putting them together a lot. Stevie Richards and Justin Credible have bonded a lot recently. Jeff Hardy and Shannon Moore apparently butted heads. Okay. Damian Say got into an argument with Chris Jericho. Training. Okay. Let's pull a rib on somebody. Let's pull a minor rib on Ace Steel. Okay. So, all right, we have an hour and a half, and we had to be at an hour and a half. It's not like where we have the 25% standover. Um, I didn't do any character ideas, so y'all know the main matches that are going to be on this card. It's going to open and close the show. I'm thinking we close it with the TV title since it's the TV freaking title, and we main event. Or no, we open with the women's world title since that's such a new championship. Um, this is going to be considered a grand reopening of Unleashed, and we're gonna after this episode, after next episode, we're gonna do it set of shows and then pay per view. And the set of shows does include Japan, like I said previously. So I'm gonna book the entirety of it. We're gonna do it like we did last time, but when we move on to where it's set of four shows and a pay per view, then we're not gonna do that just because like that's just gonna take a lot of time, and I don't find that interesting. Like I like just booking it and being like, all right, here you go. This is what we're talking about. All right, see you on the next show, and then we keep doing that. I find that more appealing than I book the entire thing and I have. Well, I mean, I don't know. I find that more appealing than I do. I have everything booked out, planned out, and have everything figured out before the pay per view. But we'll have four shows and we'll have a lot more growth than we did before. I feel like so we're gonna work on that right now. So Unleashed number 13. Grand reopening. I will see y'all when this is completely booked, and that includes the other three shows because I've got to figure out how to get everybody on the show right now, or get everybody on the show yesterday. So I'll see y'all when this is over. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get these first two done while I'm thinking on how to get these other two booked. So let's just go ahead and start us off with the first pre-show. Rob Van Dam defeat Blue Meanie, CV Richards, and Rocky Maivia, just to give him a little bit more of a momentum boost. I got a 41, 42 rated segment. Hogan and Ace Steel aren't a good tag team. Jinsei and Koji aren't a good tag team. At least we're trying out tag teams that we haven't done. But Minoru Tanaka and Taka Michinoku, got the win with Taka Michinoku getting a 58. Taka Michinoku is going to be putting more stuff if he keeps doing like that. Polovic in China. Oh, China's got a 20. That's her first above tens rating, which is good. So we'll probably put her on there for next show. And we also have Raven's Monster defeating Shannon Moore. And then we're kicking it off with Aja Kong versus Wendy Richter. Wendy Richter defeating Aja Kong in her first defense of the Haymakers Women's World title with a sit-out DDT 51 rated match. Let's freaking go. Continue on to the next segment. Medusa talks shit about Debbie Malenko and Debbie attacks her from behind in a shocking turn of events. Debbie Malenko apparently underperformed. It's my attempt to try to push her. But the whole segment got a 46. Yeah, Taz versus Nova. Taz with a creative finish. Put him into the Kari Hajime submission. These matches aren't doing as well as I want them to be done. Coco Beware challenges Raven to another match at Summer Bash, and Raven says accepts it under the condition that it is a final chance cage match. At Summer Bash, and so we're going to set that up right now. Cage Classic, yeah, that's what I want. Raven, Coco Beware for the world title. And this is only accepted since Coco Beware was not pinned throughout that match. So yeah, we're going to do that. There we go. 60 rated segment. It was very hot. And we have Lisa Moretti defeating Brittany Diamond. Match could have been better. Okay. Need to be better about these matches. Lisa gets attacked by Misty Blue around the ring. Surprise attack for the most part. Simon Diamond and Chris Jericho announced their championship qualifier matches. Starting off with this match right here, the Blood Brothers, Los Villanos de America, and the Hardy Boys. With the Blood Brothers defeating both teams, hitting Villano 6 with a Devon Ray death drop. 51 rated match. Could have been better. Jesus Christ, that's a hell of a way to end off the show. 75 rated segment or rated match. That might be our best match. Billy Kidman defeated Rey Mysterio Jr. With a shooting star press after Raven interfered in a high spots match. Yeah, I think this was everything this match was supposed to be. I think their next match needs to be for the championship. Or not not a championship, the championship. Like that, the Jesus Christ, at 75, that's our best match. That is our best match. 69. That is nuts. That is nuts. I thought that was gonna do bad. Hold on. Before I set up for this next show. Uh Wait a minute. Oh my god. That became our best show. Okay. Damn. Best match, best show. Jesus Christ. Nowhere near top attendance, obviously, but I don't know. Best rating. Or best TV rating. Best viewership. Oh my god. Yeah, that was a top tier show right there. Alright. I'm gonna put this in and I'll be right back. Okay, we have our next show of the night. Kicking off with the pre-show hardcore match between Tommy Dreamer and Brother Dick. 44 rated match. 44 rated from Tommy Dreamer. Kicking it off with a 60 freaking 2 Rey Mysterio Jr. With head and shoulders above everybody else. Normally, it's a chaotic match, but they kind of held Rey Mysterio back. New Jack pinned Rey Mysterio Jr. being distracted via Billy Kidman in the match, trying to make him a better person. Um, yeah, that's kind of the story behind him getting pinned. I wanted that to be the big deal. Um, but Gangstas defeat the Hooligans and Ravens flock, and they get their shot at the Haymakers Tag Team Championships #1 contenders match. Next show, I would say next week. Next week against the Blood Brothers. Wendy Richter says she's going to take on 3 challengers at Summer Bash, or she's going to take on 3 challengers uh, at Summer Bash of her choosing. May the best be welcome. She will let us know next week who those choices are. The Nasty Girls, Tasha and Terry Shane, Linus Asuka and Yukari Osawa. Um, Yukari Osawa and Linus Asuka win the match when Linus Asuka submitted Tasha Simone. Didn't expect her to submit her, but the match still did good nonetheless. And I really do like the team of Linus and Yukari now because they have excellent chemistry. So I'm gonna come up with something for them. Coco Raven promo on the landscape of Haymakers currently. Coco tells him to get his head out of his ass. Uh, continuing the storyline right here. Team Mexico versus Shane Helms, Kid Cash, and the Hardy Boys in a high spots match, um, where Matt Hardy pinned Viano 7 during this match. Trying to think who got the highest. Yeah, Shane Helms got the highest with a 50. Um, yeah, everyone did good throughout this match. I'm very happy with it. Lisa promo on Misty. Misty claims it was revenge from last week. Segment got a 45. Bruiser Dan Severn cuts a promo about his future when Bruiser Mastino attacks him from behind and kind of hits him with the uh I think it's like the Vader bomb or whatever that where it's like he's in the corner and he jumps up. No, it's more the Jack Swagger thing. I think y'all know what I'm talking about. He hits him with that. Move on to the next segment, which is Mercedes Miceli versus Debbie Malenko in the main event tonight. 53 rated match. Medusa gets the win via disqualification. I think Debbie was just getting sick of the losing throughout the match. Not what I wanted that to be, by the way. Wanted to be through cheating, but whatever. 56 rated uh show tonight. All but in Mid Atlantic, I assume, but still did better than what we normally would do, or what we should be doing. Not what I mean. Yeah. So we go. Wish I could see what we're trying to make. So I can show us. All right, I'm gonna book this whole thing, and I'll see y'all when this is completely done. Okay, I kind of like doing it like this better, where I book it and then I record it and then I book the next one. This just feels a lot easier than trying to figure out the math. So we're just gonna go straight into it. We have 3 matches on the pre-show. Just trying to get everybody used throughout this weekend. It's been a lot. Gonna spend a lot of money, but it's fine. China did not have a good match. It's fine. We're still building her up. Dig Togo and or Dig Tojo and D'Lo Brown have a match. I need to start using D'Lo Brown more. Uh, Chikesa Nagayo losing against Crusher Matamori, a 46 rated match. We kick it off with a 52 when the Blood Brothers defeated the Gangstas in order to solidify their match at Summer Bash, which is right here. So we're going to do this. Blood Brothers versus Jared Diamond. There we go. So 2 of the matches. Then our next segment, Jerichoholics Anonymous. The Jerichoholics are starting to lose faith in Jericho as a leader. Diamond and Jericho walk into Jerichoholics Anonymous, confused, and convince them to help them win their next title match, or next tag title match, which will be at Summer Bash. Wendy Richter announces 4-way competitors Lilani Kai, Lisa Moretti, and Misty Blue in a 46 rated segment. So we're just going to go ahead and book that. already getting title matches figured out too. So I'm happy. Misty Blue, Lani Kai, it's Misty Blue, Lani Kai, and Lisa Moretti, and Wendy Richter. Wendy Richter has not had an issue with Lisa Moretti, but Misty Blue and Lani Kai have most definitely have. So that'll make this a very interesting match. That's 3 matches figured out. All right. Chavo Guerrero Jr. versus Blitzkrieg. In a storytelling match. The match got a 46. Sadly, probably would have been done better as Oh Jesus Christ. Why did this only? Okay, it'll be fine. I tried to put him here so that way they would have a better match, but whatever. Blue Meanie got a torn Achilles. Um, Debbie wants Medusa at Summer Bash. Medusa accepts. Um, kind of the short layman's terms right there. Medusa. I'm blanking. Sorry. Um, Debbie Malenko in a second match. So we're got 2 matches figured out. 3 of them are title matches. 54, 35, and a broken wrist. Great. 52 rated segment. Kidman and Raven talk about all the injustices in the world and say nothing will compare to the ass whooping Shane will feel tonight. TV title match: Billy Kidman versus Shane Helms. 55 rated match: Billy Kidman defeated Shane Helms in 12:52 with a shooting star press. Billy Kidman makes defense number 4 of the TV championship for the men. Raven says Coco better beware. 62 rated segment brought us to a 56. Hold on. I better have freaking saved. I better have freaking saved. I better have freaking saved. Y'all are watching this right here. Okay. Okay. We're fine. We're fine. So yeah, the attendance is still unknown, but that's fine. It'll be over 1,000, I believe. We just gotta do this last show, and then I'm gonna close it off, and then I'm gonna upload it. So, uh, yeah. So I'll see y'all when this is fully booked. All right, everybody. I think we're pretty much done with this. There's not really much else to move forward other than everything seen here. All the pre-bookings done other than this stuff, which will add more to it as you will see here in a minute. It's gonna be the last show of the night. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode so far. Rocky Maivia defeated Ace Steel with a Samoan drop by pinfall. Still trying to build him up. Hopefully we can get him up. Kidman promo on Rob Van Dam, starting us off with the night. Um, they made for an awkward pairing, so the match didn't work out that well. Billy Kidman made defense number 5 of his TV title, defeating Rob Van Dam, so we won't do that match again. Jared Diamond and the Blood Brothers signed the contract for their match at Summer Bash, and Diamond goes through a table, which leads to the very next match, which is the Blood Brothers versus the Jerichoholics. Blood Brothers defeating said Jerichoholics, pinning Fallen Angel with a bubble bomb. Wendy Richter is excited about the match. Promo battle from everybody. It could have been better. It's starting to be worse, but it's fine. Dan Severn, Bruiser Mastino. Dan Severn challenges Mastino to a match at Summer Bash. Says Bruiser better be there. Bruiser comes out to attack, but Dan has his number this time. Yeah, we're just gonna consider that one official. Mastino. All right, this show's probably not gonna be the best one, which is fine. I don't need it to be. Next segment, Tomoko Watanabe and Rusty Thomas lose against the Nasty Girls when Calero submitted Rusty Thomas in a 56 rated match. Yeah, that's awesome. I wish Linda was retiring. Taz says he will have an open challenge at Summer Bash. Um, yeah, 63 rated match when Ravens flock defeated Coco Beware and the Hooligans when Ravens monster pinned Blitzcrank with chokeslam. Like in previous times. Raven got a 67. Rey Mysterio got a 75. Um, yeah, that's the end of the show. We got a 59 there. Increase in 18 regions. Lexi 5. Yeesh. Okay. Um, broken wrist for 26 days, so we'll pretty much be fine with her. Torn Achilles for a year, but surgery is available. We will look at that right after this. Um, okay. It's only once a month though. We grew metric crap done though. Like we grew at least one in every region except for the mid south and mid Atlantic. But yeah, I do hope y'all enjoyed this episode. I'm gonna get this set up, upload it for tomorrow. Um, by the time we get there next, I'm not gonna do Japan tonight, but by the time we get there next, I'll show y'all where if we went up in Japan at all, and we'll do the pay per view, and then we'll do a set of shows, and then we'll do the next pay per view. But we'll have a whole calendar by the time we get that done. So let's go take a look at all this. Wendy Richter doesn't care for Fallen Angel. I don't care. Lexi 5 sustained a broken wrist. I know about Meanie. We need to go check about him. I don't care about Dan Severn. You're facing him off. You're facing off against him anyway. Uh, Absences. Low risk. We're gonna do it. Complete success. He'll be better in April. So we can only work angles. Okay. It's fine. I do hope that y'all enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed making it. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. Um, I will see y'all next time. I want to look. Yeah. Okay, I figured. And I will see y'all next time. I did enjoy doing this. Um, I did enjoy doing this again. Make sure to set everything up for Summer Bash tomorrow, or not tomorrow. Next week. Or I'll set up all the calendar stuff. Um, yeah. So I hope y'all enjoyed. I hope y'all like and subscribe. And I hope y'all stay for the next one. Goodbye.